Hello there, welcome to my channel. I'm so happy you'll join me today. I started this channel because I wanted to share practices and the philosophy from ancient goddess traditions from my culture, which is India. And today I'm going to share with you a really beautiful but simple practice. It's about the root chakra or the lowest chakra, and it is about how you can connect with your own inner rhythm. So let me just step back a bit so you can see my lower body clearly. The first thing we're going to do is to keep our feet in a V shape and just soften the knees and start dropping our weight into our feet. So we just gather up all our weight from the top of our head, and just like sands in an hourglass, we just feel all of that weight in the head, in our jaws, in our neck, in our chest, and our hips, all just dropping down. And soften those legs as you do that. Soften those knees. You don't have to go really deep, as long as you just soften them so that you're not standing upright, just softening them. Now there is a really lovely pot practice which I have shared before, and that's about how the lower body, you can think about the lower body as a pot and ground yourself through that, and I'll put a link to that. That's another fun practice to try if you like. So here we are in this position now where we've dropped our weight into the feet, and then what we do is we think about as if we're going to sit on a chair. So we push our hips a little bit to the back and we take some weight in the hips as well. So now you've got some weight in your hips, and then you gently lift off the toes and see if you can move the weight back towards your heels. You don't have to tilt back, it's just slightly towards your heels. So now you can feel like you've got a lot more, most of your weight in your hips and in your heels. And once you have that there, you just gently transfer the weight into one leg and then roll that weight to the other leg. So you should really feel that you can almost lift off this leg. You don't have any weight there. And then again, you roll the weight back here. And you're doing this in a very lateral way, which means you're not coming up and down. Everything is soft, and use the hips and you roll it here. The lowest chakra is very popularly called the root chakra. The Sanskrit name for it is Muladhara. Mula means root and adhara means the basis or the foundation. So the practice here is to root yourself so that through that rootedness, through that connection to the earth, that can become the basis for everything else that you do. All other actions and all other manifestations that you do in your life, it can be rooted in that grounding. And what we do in this ancient goddess wisdom dance is that we use the weight, the gravity of the earth. We connect with the gravity. So we don't actually move against the gravity. So that's why in the goddess practice, the importance is to drop down, not go up, ascending, or go out of the body. So again, I've spoken about this in another video about the importance of dropping down, and I'll put a link to that video as well, and you can check that out for more background. So keep on transferring that weight, and then we do that. It's like as if we're going to throw the weight, throwing the weight. Da, da, tum, ta. Keep the hips, dum, dum, ba-da-dum. Easy. If you just allow the weight to lead you, So if you think that you've got a heavy ball and in your feet and you're just kind of throwing that from one side to the other, there's a momentum there. So you don't have to put in upper body effort. So just check that you're not doing this, where you're leading with the upper body. It's all down, da-da-dum, below the waist, da-dum, dum, ba-da. Just throw the weight, da-dum, da-da-dum, dum. Now you can hear me saying some nonsensical words. I'm just making some sounds here. And I'm going to invite you to do the same at your end. Just whatever sounds are coming up. Da-da-da-dum, da-da, da-da-dum, da-dum, da-dum, da-da-da, 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 da-da-dum. So this is a really good way. When you sound out, it truly brings the mind down into your feet, to the rhythms of the feet. Da-da. Now, in order to do this, important, you're led by these rhythms. Da-da-da, da-da-dum, da. So let the feet lead you, and then you follow with your words. Da-da-da-da-dum, dum, da-dum, da-da-dum, da-da-da, da-da-da-dum, dum, da-da-dum. Just play with it. Play with it as if you're just da-da-dum, da-da. So I'm just doing particular rhythms here. That's just what's coming to me right now. You don't have to do the same thing. You can just see how are you moving those rhythms. As long as you're led by that transferring weight in the lower body. Da-da-da, da-da-dum, da-da-dum, dum, 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 da-dum, da-dum, da. Now, if you find, which will happen, because our mind is very strong, quickly takes control. So then if you find yourself suddenly whatever you're saying with your mouth is beginning to lead, then you stop. Go back. Reconnect. Check. Is your weight really leading you? Do-do-dum, do-do-dum, da, da, da. Then you start again. Da-da-da, da-dum, dum, da-dum, dum, da-da-dum, da-da-da-da-dum. And then sometimes just pause. Da-da, da-dum, da-da, da-da-da, da-dum, da-dum, dum. Now, it could be that as you're doing it, a particular rhythm might come up that you are repeating. Da-dum, da, da-dum, da, da-dum, da, da-dum, da. This is just what's coming up for me as a da-da-dum, da-dum, da, da-dum, da. Always good though, even when there's a repeating rhythm, to just pause, go back, just to make sure that it's not your mind that's taken control of those words. Da-da, dum, da-da. See, so when I changed now, I took a pause, there was something else coming up. Da-dum, dun, da, dum, da-da-dum, da-da, dum, da-da-da, da, 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 da. And you can be really simple and easy with it. If some hand movements come, yes, absolutely add them. The important thing is to enjoy. Pleasure is a big thing in the goddess practice. You don't suffer through anything. You do everything with pleasure. Just letting go, not wanting to be perfect, just being in the joy in that moment, being led by that beautiful surrender to the weight, the gravity, the momentum of the weight in your body, connecting with the momentum of consciousness of the earth, your own consciousness. How beautiful. Da-da-dum, dum, da, 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 And when you are completely fulfilled, you feel like everything's emerged for now, always in the present. Ta-da. We come back, doom, ta-dan, ta-dan, coming back, ta-da, ta-da. Just close your eyes and just enjoy that sensation that is there now in your consciousness. Of that connection. And then you can gently step out of it and shake out of that. So this is a really beautiful practice to do when you just want to return to yourself, when you just want to feel that connection to the earth, that groundedness. So much of what we live now is about going out of the body, going up, ascending, out in the sky, everything is galactic and out there. And really, that connection, we are the earth. And so in the goddess practice, it's about how do we reconnect with the earth with pleasure and with joy. And this simple practice of the rhythm is one way of doing that. So I really hope that this practice brings you pleasure. And I'd love to hear what you have experienced if you do the practice. And in the meantime, thank you for joining me in this practice, and I look forward to your company on this channel again.